Today on this James the Bike Guy, we're taking a look at the new 2020 Specialized Rockhopper Comp 1X. This is a newly updated drivetrain and setup on the Rockhopper Comp frame, and we're going to go into all the new specs and features of this bike and what actually makes it a really nice upgrade for 2020. Now before we get started, be sure to click the subscribe button, as well as if you want to see some nice mountain bike accessories that I would put on something like this, go ahead and go in the description to see links down below. So let's get into some of the features. So for the 2020 Specialized Rockhopper Comp, this has Specialized Zone Sport XC geometry on their A1 alloy frame. So the A1 alloy frame is the beginning level aluminum in their mountain bike lineup. And the Specialized XC Sport geometry is a great mix between being both aggressive enough for true trail riding, but also being able to be used for more than just mountain biking. Now that means this A1 alloy frame, which has internal cable routing, is going to be set up with a 69.8 degree head tube angle in all sizes and a variation off of a 73 degree seat tube angle. In this case, on a size medium, it's 73.8 degrees. And best of all, it's got nice and fun chainstay links for a 29er at 440 millimeters. So this bike does have some true geometry and is going to be able to be set up to be really fun. And how it's going to work with that is by running a 100 millimeter travel fork. Now in the extra small, it's an 80 millimeter. In the small, it's a 90, and medium and on up, it's a 100 millimeter travel fork. And it's got the SR Suntour XCM 29 fork. This is a 46 millimeter offset front fork that's going to have their MCD damping unit from Specialized. This is a multi-circuit damping unit, so it's actually going to work in a great way to keep it from being a pogo stick. Of course, you've got a lockout to it, and then it's going to have an adjustable preload on the coil spring on the non-drive side. Now the part that really makes this bike neat for 2020 is actually going to be the drivetrain. So this drivetrain is going to be something unique that you haven't seen on very many bikes before, if any, and that's the Microshift Advent 1x9 drivetrain. So Advent is Microshift's answer to making some nice mountain bike components. They even have some of these components for road as well. That's actually a clutched derailleur with a wide range cassette. So this actually gets an 1142 tooth wide range cassette. It's all steel construction, but it is nice and wide range, 9-speed. You've of course got your rear derailleur, and this is going to have a clutch on it that you can turn on and off, and that's what's going to help keep tension on the chain so that it doesn't hop off of the front. And up front, it's running a narrow wide 30 tooth chainring on this stout alloy crankset. The Rockhoppers do have a threaded bottom bracket, and of course this is running a 73 millimeter threaded square taper bottom bracket, and it just makes for a great drivetrain. You know, they do spec it with Specialized nylon dirt pedals. This is where I think this bike shines. Is it's nice to see manufacturers finding a way to get a low-cost 1x drivetrain that actually has a clutch and is going to give the performance of a higher-end setup. The shifter on this bike is actually set up very similar to the way that the Shimano shifters are. So you've got thumb button to go to an easier gear, index finger to go to a harder gear, and it's going to work out really nicely. For brakes, this is running Shimano's MT200 hydraulic disc brakes. So this is hydraulic discs. It's got a 180 millimeter rotor up front and then a 160 millimeter rotor in the rear. For wheels, Specialized has laced up their own alloy double wall disc only wheels. These have a 25 millimeter internal width, and it's going to be running 32 spokes in the rear and 28 spokes up front. Those are standard 2.0 J-bin spokes. For tires, the rear tire is going to be Fast Track Sport tire. This is a 29 by 2.3. It's going to have their flak jacket technology, which is great for flat resistance. And then up front, it's going to be running a 2.3 29er of the Ground Control Sport, also with the flak jacket technology. For a cockpit, this bike is running some specialized stout alloy handlebar and stem. These are 31.8, so a nice modern size. And on the handlebar, it's going to be running some specialized lock-on grips. For a saddle, you've got Specialized Zone Bridge saddle, which is mounted onto a 30.9 alloy seat post with a 12mm offset. And then on this bike, you're going to get a 34.9 quick release clamp to be able to adjust saddle height. So now that we've taken a look at the features and design of this 2020 Specialized Rockhopper Comp 1x, let's go ahead and find out exactly what it weighs. Actual weight of the Rockhopper Comp 1x is 30.16 pounds. Well, thanks for watching this video on the 2020 Specialized Rockhopper Comp 1x. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. And again, if you want to check out any accessories that I think would be great on this bike, go ahead and check the links down in the description below.